In Ukraine, the largest war in Europe since the Second World War is taking place, according to experts. This war requires a large number of weapons and armor, modern, fast, and efficient. Allied supplies, whatever they may be, cannot meet all the needs of the Ukrainian Ground Forces, but the Ukrainian defense industry is not standing still. Since 2014, it has been producing modern armored combat vehicles and vehicles for the military. Specifically, the company Ukrainian Armor has developed several armored vehicles, including the Novator, which has now been upgraded to the Novator 2, a new generation vehicle operated by units of the Defense Forces. Kyiv Post goes to test it together with Stefan Korshak.
Hi, I'm Stefan Korshak, the Senior Defense Correspondent for Kyiv Post newspaper, and I'm here with you at a testing facility outside of Kyiv when we're looking at a Ukraine-manufactured armored vehicle called the Novator 2. It's a vehicle that was made based on Ukrainian combat experience. Let's take a look.
До плюсів цього, що він легший автомобіль, да, 4 чоловіка екіпаж, він легший, він більш маневреніший, більш устойчивіший, більш швидкий, можна так сказати.
He says that the possibilities of the machine are almost inexhaustible. It even came out of fire without tires.
В даних колесах стоять рамфлети. Тобто можна безпечно виїхати з місця, там, де був обстріл. Тут з колеса залишається, цього нема. Отут остаються куски такі, але воно за рахунок рамфлета тут трошки вище, да, і можна виїхати в безпечне місце.
One of the developers of the vehicle, Mykola Kuzma, Deputy General Director of the Company for Development, says that one of the tasks in building the truck was to create a universal vehicle for any military need.
Сам автомобіль призначений для перевезення особового складу, для розвідки. Він може бути використаний як автомобіль швидкої допомоги, командно-штабної машини. Та, в принципі, це мультизадачна платформа, все буде залежати від вимоги замовника.
The vehicle is based on the American Ford F-550 Super Duty industrial-grade truck chassis. Everything is removed from it except the engine and the internal mechanisms. Then the construction of a new vehicle on this chassis begins.
При покупівлі даного шасі ми повністю розбираємо його. Ми розбираємо передній міст, задній міст. Ми потім їх обварюємо, підсилюємо шарові опори, підсилюємо ступиці, модернізуємо тормозну систему, додаємо посилені амортизатори. Також ви можете побачити пневматичні подушки.
The armor is mounted in the same way, constantly updated. This includes armored glass and additional useful items for the soldiers.
Ми використовуємо бронесталь. Це дуже міцна бронесталь, в неї індекси міцності виходять там, до 560 індексу твердості це по брунелю. Відповідно, ми з таким індексом твердості можемо знизити саму товщину бронесталі. І, відповідно, цей автомобіль у нас і дуже міцний, з гарним класом захисту і, відповідно, легкий. Цей автомобіль в спорядженому стані важить 9 тонн. Тут ми побачимо товщину броню, вона дуже тонка, але витримує кулю 7,62 на 54 ЛПС.
Air suspension, a powerful engine, large wheels, and reinforced shock absorbers allow the Novator 2 to overcome almost any obstacles while remaining comfortable, fast, and protected, unlike ordinary pickups, says Dennis, a sergeant in the National Guard. He survived both shelling and FPV drone attacks in this vehicle.
Був поперед мене блокпост, по якому працював танчик. Ти бачиш свою дорогу, ти бачиш, як прильот летить метрів 20-50 від тебе справа-ліва. Осколки задівали броню, зрозуміло, що броня нормально себе показала і, виходить, хлопців тільки контузить, і все. То, що воно проходить по броні волною. А так ти цілий неушкоджений остається. Вночі, коли ти їдеш, видно, коли летить FPV. І вона, упала поперед мене, її об'їхав. Вона, коли падає, вона починає бликати.
On the outside, the crew has electronic warfare tools for fighting drones, sighting holes for shooting, and other small but useful features on the truck's exterior, like this step.
This is probably one of the simplest yet my favorite parts of this vehicle. Right here, we have a door handle. This is a vehicle for soldiers. Soldiers need to get on the top of the vehicle. An early version of the vehicle did not have this step. So when soldiers wanted to get on top of the vehicle, they used the handle. It's a strong handle, as you can see, but it eventually would start breaking down. The designers looked at that, decided what to do, and they put in a step. It's a simple solution, it's a cheap solution, and it makes the vehicle work better.
But how does it look inside? Let's see. Thanks to the skillful combination of the original chassis and new developments, the vehicle remains as durable as the Ford 550 it's based on.
It's a Ford 550 upgraded for a war, and it's been upgraded, I think, pretty well, and certainly very intelligently. There's a lot of changes in this vehicle. Pretty much all of them have a logic that's been driven by field experience.
But let's drive it. It feels quite stable on the move, but you have to hold the wheel firmly with both hands.
It's a pretty smooth ride, but that's not the point. The point is that this thing is designed to take hits from frag, machine gun bullets, and near misses by big artillery shells. It's all steel. All of this armor is from Ukraine. It's got a very, very strong suspension, and it can handle, it's a very tight ride, it's a very strong ride. This is a vehicle that people take out to places where things blow up, and it's dangerous, and the vehicle is going to be not taken care of nicely in a garage. It's going to be operated to the maximum capacity all the time.
I can hardly hold my emotions.
It's an amazing piece of Ukrainian engineering.
But let's get back to production and service. Vladislav Belbas says the Defense Forces have already received hundreds of such vehicles. The main advantage compared to foreign analogs is that you can get service from the manufacturer right here in Ukraine, near the battlefield.
You don't make a revolution manufacturing an armored vehicle. The armored vehicles, they get good feedback by your service, by your support, by your education. It means you can get a good response after some usage. And first years of the vehicle, we did a lot of add-ons, we did a lot of redesign, reworking to improve the vehicle based on the combat experience. If you have a service team to reach the battlefield or close to the battlefield and repair the vehicle very fast, that is the service, that is the that gives you a good feedback about the vehicle. In 2017, the company developed Novator and start supplies in 2018. And the company also diversified its business activities in 2017-2018 by developing mortars of all calibers, 60, 82, and 120, and developing mortar bombs for those mortars, and started deliveries in 2019 of mortar bombs. Currently, we are a part of defense industry by producing vehicles, armored vehicles for Bogdana howitzers, producing armored vehicles for Neptune cruise missile complex.
Ukraine's needs, given the activity of enemy drones, now require thousands of such vehicles. Potentially, they could replace all the pickups currently used by Ukrainian soldiers.
Once you drive this vehicle, the biggest impression is that it's overbuilt. Everything, it seems, is strong. The suspension, the armor, the storage bins, everything is overbuilt. And it's very clear why. It's built for a war. Everything that you see on this vehicle is designed not just to operate in difficult conditions, but operate in conditions where an enemy is trying to destroy it. Nothing is completely impervious, but the Ukrainians have made a really serious attempt, with limited resources in some ways, to move towards that direction and keep their people in the war alive.